Hello, everybody. Welcome to our team call. It is the beginning of June. It's June. Did anybody know? I just have to say that since day one of June, tell me if you feel the same way in the comments. I just felt like I was refreshed and ready to restart. You guys, did you know that restarting in this business is a thing? And that the earlier you can embrace the idea of trusting the process, finding joy in the process, loving the process, and restarting, the bigger your joy level and the more you will end up overflowing on your customers, on your network. I'm going to even say to your husband, to your children, all the things. Today, Bonnie and I have a couple quick things planned for you at the beginning of this call. And then, as you probably saw in our announcement, we will be having some work time here. So I will be facilitating that. I am going to be here until, I'm like trying to think in all of your time zones, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So whoever wants to continue working with me, that's how long I'm staying here. If you need to pop off and go make dinner or put children down, we get it. You can always come back to and watch the recording and continue to work with us. But here is the fact of the matter. We have the sweetest things to offer people in June. And I'm just going to share quickly the top promos for your VIPs, for your new VIPs that you're all going to bring on in June, especially those 4 VIPs you're going to bring on before June 15th. You know those? Have you decided to do that? Yeah, by the way, to bring on 4 VIPs before the 15th? I have. I made the decision. I was going to work for that. But basically, all month long, to the end of the month, you guys, anybody new that you bring on, you have a $10 off promo for them. That gives them a free membership with you for a whole year. But also, do you know what else they get? They also get $10 off their order in July. They get $10 off their order in July, which is absolutely fantastic. Our team did something special. It was a private type of promo back in the day, around when I was working for Emerald. And we decided one month, we're like, if someone signs up this month, we are going to, on month 2 of their journey, refund this much money to them. And if they stick with it to day 60, we're going to refund this money. And day 90, we're going to refund this money. This was back in the day when it was $34.95 for signing up as a wholesale ambassador, or now it would be VIP to get our lowest prices. Do you know that the people that stuck for 90 days were literally in my inbox saying, no, please don't rebate me my money. No, I am just so grateful. I stayed so faithful on the products because my body is changing. I had so many people tell me, no, I don't want it. Thank you for the sweet offer. You guys, we need to cast the vision for our current ambassadors right now for all of June, all of July, and all of August, all over again. Those current people, we're going to spend some time doing customer care on this call because Bonnie's going to talk about what she spends time doing the first week of the week every single month. Okay. But you guys, your new VIPs, they need you to say, hey, in June, this is what I'm thinking for you. I'm thinking the triplex and reset. But here's the deal. We're going to be in contact like 2 or 3 times a week for 4 weeks. Are you good with that? Text, email, phone. Which one? Okay, next. Hey, in July, we need to make sure that we tweak your order a little bit. And I am just thinking we might want to get rid of reset on month 2 and put in X Factor Plus instead so that you can be on the triplex and X Factor Plus, because aloe is going to cause your healing and that the absorption of your triplex to go up by 300 to 400%. It's going to be great for your hormones. And then month 3, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking you might end up having a little bit of extra bio cleanse because you're super regular. So I'm thinking you might swap it out for ease because you have fibromyalgia or whatever. You guys, I'm just saying, get creative, but tell your people that you're thinking of them and their months ahead. Okay. So tell your people $10 off this month, $10 off next month. Now, for you, for all of us, most of you already know this. Our company has decided to really help, especially those of us who are prepping and planning to go to convention in the middle of the month. They want to help us ensure that we are recruiting and developing leaders and developing silvers early in the month. And so they are giving something special to us. Double business building bonuses until the 15th when you bring on 4 VIPs that have ordered at least 100 PV each. You guys, for the triplex, we get paid like $20 when our level 1 orders a triplex for that first time. This month, we're getting paid 40 buckaroos. That is out of control. That is out of control. You're going to want to go to your VIPs and tell them that you would love to help them share with 4 people and earn them $442. You guys, that's like $112 per person they sign up that they earn. Do you understand? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I want to encourage you, be sharing numbers in your stories. Be sharing about the customers that you have and that you are casting the vision for them. Let's get really personal in our stories so that people grow in their trust for us, so that they know that when they join us, they're going to be taken very good care of. Okay. Before Bonnie goes, I want to share a quick thing. And I shared this in our leaders chat, I think yesterday. There was a man who came and spoke to a ton of our star diamonds out in California. I believe it was in January or February. They had this big mastermind together. It sounded amazing. But there was one point in his training and he said, hey, I want you all to answer this question for me. Okay. Like, just tell me around the room, answer this question. He said, how do you turn around your business and create momentum? How do you turn around your business and create momentum? How do you do that? All these people answering all these things. Oh, you do your IPAs. Oh, you have to reach out for business builders. Oh, like all these like things. Oh, you have to have events like regular events. You know what he said? You guys write this down and put this, I don't know, make it into a poster and put it over your fireplace for a while or something. He said, do the basics to a high standard consistently. Do the basics to a high standard consistently. You guys, that is the secret of this business. It's absolutely the secret, because I can come on here and be like, we have something fresh for you this week and IPA challenges and woo, let's make this sound new and fresh and fun. But the fact of the matter is I'm over here, it's 8 years in and I'm still doing the basics. And man, I'm aiming for a high standard and I'm definitely doing things consistently. So I want to encourage you to think on that, because it really does make it more simple. The reason why most people quit is they either get bored or they're doing the basics and they're like, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. It's not working. I don't think it's working. Nothing's happening. Continue on and always remember, we have to mind our minds to believe that we can change and we can grow our skill sets. Are you minding your mind today? Because if you're not minding your mind right now, when it comes to work together and sending out a few messages to people, it's going to be really hard to focus. But I want you guys to start thinking like, okay, no, I can focus. I can focus. I can restart today. Today was hard, or man, last month was rough, or whatever. I can connect with people. I can learn new things, right? It is normal for the energy and momentum in your business and in you to kind of plateau if you're not feeding your mind. With that, I want to invite you to Friday book club at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And by the way, I have a recording. Bonnie led last week's. It was fire. My team chat was blowing up. People asking for, like, we need the recording. And I know Danette asked for the recording and messaged me back and said, thank you. That was so good. So the fact of the matter is, those basics, the sending out of the messages, it isn't urgent. It doesn't feel urgent. And so you're going to have a tendency to feel resistance and be like, I can do that later. You guys, sending out messages is critical. It's critical. So let's start embracing those feelings of resistance, because those are going to come. This is new. There are moments that can be very hard, just like in marriage, you guys, right? There are things about marriage and I'm like, this part really isn't my favorite. Or things about parenting that I'm like, these things really, this part really is not my favorite. But you guys, that doesn't mean that I do not want to be an incredible, more incredible mom and wife every single day on this planet. And it's the same with Plexus. Okay, let's embrace the process, embrace the journey. And let's hear from Bonnie about what she does every month. Talk about the basics, you guys. Every month, no matter what, the first week of the month. Emerald Bonnie Grider, everyone.
Oh, she cracks me up. All right. I want to preface this by saying I do think it's a really good idea to have systems. We've all heard that over and over again. But I also know that sometimes they're not a perfect fit. Someone else's system might not be a perfect fit. So what I'm going to share tonight has helped me tremendously. And I believe I wouldn't want to waste your time by getting on here and not believing it will help you as well. But you might have to tweak it. It might not be exactly you. And I remember our 8 children, I kept trying new chore charts after chore chart after chore chart, and they were all failures. And finally, the 8th chore chart, my oldest son, who might have been about 9 at the time, said, Mom, could we just forget this? There's no hope. And I thought, oh no, brother, you're going to learn to do chores. And so the 9th chore chart was perfect. And we used that for probably 10 years. So if you have to adjust what I'm going to say, that doesn't mean it's less or different. It just means that's what you need. So I've been doing what I'm going to share with you for at least 4 years, and it has made the biggest difference in my business. And that is the first week of every month. And I'm always honest, but I'll tell you, the reason I started this was what I'm about to tell you was my least favorite thing to do. So I wanted to get it over with. So I did it the first week of every month, but now it's my favorite thing to do. And that is I connect with every single person who ever ordered from me, whether they are still ordering or not. There's a couple reasons why I do it. So someone might, and I understand that some of you maybe don't even have a team yet. I don't know many of you, but just remember this because it will help you. In marketing, there's 2 kinds of markets. There's a warm market and a cold market. A cold market are people that don't know us. We probably don't know them, and we're trying to talk to them about the products. I'm not talking about a cold market. I'm talking about a warm market. People that we know, they've trusted us, they've ordered the products, and maybe they've stopped. Maybe they order now and then. It doesn't matter to me. Everyone that's ever ordered from me gets a voice message, generally a voice message from me the first week of the month. And wait till you hear how special this voice message is. I mean, just wait, ladies. So it's something like this. This was June's message. Hey, Mary, I was thinking of you this morning and I wanted to say hi. I always like June. It holds so many possible surprises for the summer. Isn't that the just dumbest message you've ever heard? And I sent that, that's pretty much what I sent to, I don't know how many I'm up to. I have about 100 more people. So there's a lot of people and many of them don't order. And you know what? The message had nothing to do with Plexus at all. It never does the first week of the month, unless they're new. If they're new, I'm continually checking on them for the first 60 days. And then the third month, I'll just check a couple times, but this every single month. So maybe for July, I'll say something like, hey, Denise, I passed your house this morning. I was thinking of you. Isn't this a great month? I love how our town has parades and fireworks. Okay, so you're thinking, really? I stayed up this late to hear this? This is what has happened. I don't want people to think that once they've ordered, I finally got them. And now whatever happens, happens. I don't want people to think if they've stopped ordering, they've somehow become a lesser friend to me. They all matter. I live in a small town of about 4,000, which isn't really small for everyone here, but it's sort of small. And so when I run into somebody at our only grocery store and they haven't ordered from me since 2019, it's not awkward because every month I've been messaging them. We're friends. We'll go right up to each other and say, hey, how are you? Do those people get back to me every month? Rarely. Let's say out of every 100 people I message, I might hear from maybe 30, 35 of them, and that is okay with me. And that's something I want to talk to you about. Don't read into why they're not getting back to you. It's not because you're a pain or because you think you're everything or because they thought your dress was too short in church. Like we read into a lot of stuff, right? Don't read into it. They don't get back to you. They don't get back to you. Have you ever not gotten back to someone? It's called life. Don't even let those thoughts go there. So most people don't get back to me. There's one woman who joined me in 2017. She orders maybe 3 or 4 times a year, has never gotten back to me in the monthly messages ever. And yet I just saw her last week at the grocery store, and she came right up to me and hugged me, asked how my kids are, said she saw my flower garden. They don't mean anything by it. It's not because you're cruddy or weird or you're whatever. It's just life. So something else I have found, people every single month, some people will get back to me and have a plexus question. And every month I think to myself, why didn't they just ask me? Why did they wait for my monthly message? Today, out of the 35 people I called just today, 4 people asked me about the iron product. Now, do they read the team page? Do they read any of my social media? Maybe not. Maybe they do. Why did they wait till I asked them about June? Guess what? They all ordered. All 4 of those people ordered the iron, and then I talked to them about some other things for summer, like hydrate. I thought that is a great combination, and active, because they all have children playing sports. I think every sports team should only drink hydrate and active. So that's what happened. And that's what happens every single month. I also had 2 women get back to me and ask me to pray for them because they have miscarried. I would not have known that. Because you're not going to ask someone that. I haven't seen it in their social media. So that is a connection that I have. So now this first week of the month has become really important to me. I think that some of the people actually look forward to these little voice messages. Maybe that's just in my head. Sometimes if I notice something on their Facebook page, which happened today, I noticed that someone's brother-in-law had passed away. Instead of leaving that generic June message, I made it much more private. I used my voice to say, hey, Heather, I'm so sorry. I saw on social media that your brother-in-law passed away. I'm going to be praying for your family. So in that case, I do personalize it. But I don't think it's about that, ladies. I think it's about we took the time. I used their name. I used the voice. And here's something else. It's about a minute a person at the most. Is that person worth it? Oh, I think definitely they're worth it. So why do I do it? I want the connection. I want them to know that they matter, whether it's plexus or non-plexus. It's okay. We have a relationship. Now, does anybody have a question about that before I move on to something else? Oh, I'm not the best with checking the chat. Anybody unmute yourself if you have a question before I go on to the second thing that I do. Oh, neat.
One thing I do. Oh,
Go ahead, Danette.
Is it always through Facebook messaging that you do this?
Almost always, yes. Sometimes I get on the phone, and if you've heard me talk at Zooms before, I pray that they don't answer. I'm still not past that.
That's why I wondered. I have some level ones that dropped out, so there are people all came up on me. I don't know them.
Yep.
And I'm not friends with them on Facebook. I really don't want them to answer the phone, so that's why I wondered.
And I already have my voice. Ladies, can we just be real? I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm getting better at it. I don't always pray that anymore. Any other question?
Bonnie, I have a question for you. When they contact you or when you contact them and they wanted to know about the iron, would you share with me how you go from that to suggesting other products?
That's a great question. I know Kathy is so good at this. It's like we pay to just pretend that she asks the perfect questions. That is a great question, because what I'll say is in the form of a question. I'll say, this is what I say, no matter what they're talking about, but these 4 ladies said, tell us some more about the iron. I'll say, may I ask why you're asking? Because I just want them to know that I heard them. I don't want to all of a sudden say, oh yeah, this Iron Woman is for everybody from age 13, not because of our mom. I don't go there right away. I just say, may I ask why you're asking? And one of the women right away said, I tried to give blood and my iron level was too low. Now, I wouldn't have known that. And so I said, well, this was developed just for someone like you. And then I said, are you also active in the summer? That has to do with iron. Are you also active in other ways? She said, yeah, I just took up pickleball. She said, maybe I'm dehydrated. She said, I got a headache. I said, I have another product that will really help you. That's how it happens, Kathy. I ask questions. And so I said, it's a great partner product with the iron or hydrate. And I'd also suggest, and I happen to know her, I said, is your son still playing tennis? She said, yes. And I said, boy, I think he would really love you a lot if you got him a bag of active. And that's how those things happen. They didn't all order the same 3 products. So Kathy, I found out by asking questions, I can hear their heart. They don't always tell me what's deeply going on. In fact, that's how I found out about the miscarriages. One of those women said, I just had a miscarriage and it was horrible. I need iron. I wouldn't have known that. So that's how I said, that's one of the ones I said, may I ask, why you're asking? And she said, I just suffered a miscarriage 2 weeks ago. Any other questions?
Thank you so much. Thank you for that.
Okay. The second thing I do so that you have time to actually work during this power hour so Bonnie Griner doesn't talk the whole time is, and I've just been doing this, I don't know, at least a year, is every time, let me back up. When I post about plexus, I might get 2 likes. And you're probably looking, I'm looking at you, those 2 people. And so, but I still post almost every day, 5 days a week about plexus. So I'm not talking about plexus posts, but everyone that likes or comments my non-plexus posts, I reach out to. Now, if Marcia is on my team, she's on this call. If Marcia likes my post and she's not a teammate or anything, I will get back to her and I'll say, Marcia, I just will use usually Facebook Messenger. Marcia, I'm so thankful that you took the time to like my post. It means a lot to me. Now, if she likes my next post the next day and the next day, I'm not going to keep doing that. But it's amazing what Facebook does. Facebook loves that. And what happens is I will start seeing more of her posts and they'll start seeing more of my posts when you do that. I don't understand the how and the whys behind it, but it's true. And so I posted something that I thought was so silly today. I think it was about the view from your flower garden. I thought after I posted it, I thought, what are you doing, Bonnie? Half the world doesn't have a flower garden. Anyway, I got so many likes and comments. And I looked at who they were. Out of I forget how many, the number, 30 of them, of 30 of the people I don't even know. at all. I have never messaged them. I've never talked to them. Talk about funneling in. So I got back to everybody that I hadn't talked to before. And I said something like this: "Hey, Marge, it's nice to get to know you. Thank you so much for taking the time to like my post about the garden. It means a lot to me." She got right back to me and asked me about gardening. That's what happens. So I would suggest during this power hour, or maybe if you're on Eastern time, it's nighty night time for some of us. Maybe when you're in a better frame of mind, or unless you're really great, you can work on maybe one of those two things. Again, I didn't stress this, but I think I should. Please listen to my heart when I say this. Another reason I found for doing it the first week of the month, as far as what I shared first, was because I wanted to get it over with, which now you know that's not true. Now I love it. But also because often Plexus introduces things after the first week of the month. So at convention, I haven't been told anything specifically, but almost always there's new products. And the convention is the 17th or 18th to the 20th of June. So now I'm going to get back to all those people again when they announce the products. And now I won't feel like, oh, she just wants to talk to me because no. I talk to them the first week of every month. I already talked to them in June, nothing Plexus. So it's not a big deal to then talk to them and say, whoa, I didn't know when I messaged you earlier or when I talked to you earlier, XYZ. So that's another reason. Bridget, I think I am out of words because I have my lights low because I didn't put makeup on for the Zoom. Isn't that silly? And I wrote in green pen and I can't read my notes. So I think I'm done.
I put my lights up really high. I have no makeup on as my own, but I look like I'm a shiny grease ball.
Any questions about that?
So practical. So practical. I'm gonna check the
Do you
chat.
do
I
the
have a-
voice messaging for just your level ones or for everybody in your downline, or what's the process?
I forgot to say that. Thank you. I forgot that. I do the voice messaging for everyone that is a level 1, but also I do have some downlines that aren't in communication with their team members. And so I have noticed that, and I will ask their permission to contact their team members the first week of every month. So I'm also doing 3 or 4 ones a level 2. I have 2 level 4s. I have people under them that I'm also contacting. I mean, we're one Plexus, we help the team. That's a great question. That's probably on the notes that I can't read. Any other questions?
I have a question. Can I just,
Oops.
oh,
Are you there?
yeah, I'm trying to tap it so I can ask my question, but then it stopped and it said my video was gone.
Okay, no, you look fabulous and you can just go ahead.
Okay, my question is, so I do catch up with people quite a bit with voice memo and everything and personal phone calls. Are there a group of people that you reach out to more than once a month? Is there a core group, or you just do the first week of the month?
That is such a great question. Some of these people I only will talk to once a month, especially the ones that don't get back to me at all. And often some of those people are not on Facebook or social media, so I really don't contact them. But having said that, and I didn't want to get into all this because I hope it doesn't sound complicated. Do some of you know what friends lists are, custom lists are on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Most of these people I have divided up and put into friends lists on Facebook, and I name them. I name them by the month that they joined. And so during the month, if I have an extra 5 or 10 minutes, I snatch that 5 or 10 minutes and I will go to a file, one of the friends' customized files, and I will contact everyone in that file. And so sometimes it is more than once a month. It's not going to be elaborate messages. It's just going to be another quickie. But that's another great question.
And then do you divide your list of calls by the day for the first week, or do you try to get it all done like on Monday?
This is going to sound ridiculous because I am an empty nester, but when I was a young mom and I'd look at these older moms, I think, what do they do all day? And now I am one, and I can tell you, I don't
Busy.
really have an hour block of time a day that I can do it. So
Right.
I snatch time. I try to do 10 to 15 minutes at a time. I try not to get up off my chair until I've contacted at least 20 people, which is about 20 minutes at the most. As I said, these voice messages are just a few seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. All right, Bridget, I turn it back to you.
That was fantastic. So practical. I mean, I wrote some things down here that I will be pulling into my daily routine. And I love this first week of the month sort of thing. Systems are important, you guys, and Bonnie's system might be just what you need. You might want to try it out this month, try it out next month, see how it goes. Something I do for customer care, and I've been doing it for years, is Fridays. Fridays. I know in my brain, Fridays is when I dive deep into customer care, and I'm really interacting with people in my downline that are ordering and those who are not ordering. And that just, I don't know, that relieves my brain so much, so that I don't know if you've ever done this, but you've like woken up in the morning and your first thing on your mind is, oh, that person, I didn't check in with them. Oh, where are they? How are they? Oh, when am I going to? What am I going to say? It's like, nope, I have my list. This is when it's going to happen. End of story. Okay, you guys, you're welcome to go if you need to rush off and head to bed or go with family. I'm going to be sitting here working for the next 25 minutes. And I think that we should start out this first 10 whole minutes reaching out to current customers. And because of what Bonnie shared, I'm going to encourage us to send quick little snippets of voice messages that are non-Plexus. Or if you are already in conversation and you feel like it's a good chance and you haven't connected lately, talk to them about the fact that you're sipping on your pink drink right now and they're on your mind. You want to wish them a wonderful night. Maybe you want to send them a sweet quote from Pinterest, a pretty graphic or something, but I'm going to say ready, set, go. I'm setting a timer. We have 10 full minutes here. The next block, we will be doing reach outs to people we would love to do the business with. Ready, set, go, friends. I'm going to find some music. Mute me if it drives you crazy.
We're starting a movement with Lazy Boy. Well,
no,
technically.
that's not gonna work. Alrighty, everyone, it's been 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Don't beat yourself up if you only got one done or two done, because this kind of stuff, especially when it's out of your own schedule, can take a little time to get your focus in where it needs to be. Also, this type of thing gets easier and more simple the more we do it. I want to encourage you to set timers at home more regularly for yourself. You'll be amazed at what you can get done instead of getting distracted with team chat and notifications and, oh goodness, whatever else. The next thing we will be doing for the next 10 minutes is super important. I firmly believe that if you want to grow your organization, the first thing that you should be doing every day, not just to get it out of the way, but to do it with excellence and consistency, is reach out messages. And I would say, if you feel at all that you've been a hamster on a wheel and not getting anywhere super fast, and you want more business builders, you want to help, maybe you want to help dozens of hundreds of thousands of people, and you want to make a bigger impact, you're going to need business builders. We want you to share the opportunity in reach out messages. I want you to aim for 3 messages. Going to encourage you to use voice message to people you want to do the business with. This might be a VIP customer that's a happy VIP with you. It might be somebody who's never joined Plexus before. You can reach out to them and say something like this. Hi, friend. I am sitting here actually training with my team, or I'm about to get off of a call with my team. And man, you are on my mind. I've thought of you numerous times over the last couple of years. As I share health and happiness with so many people, I think you would be so much fun to work with. I love the character that I see in you. I love your integrity. I love the way you serve others and put others first. I love looking into your marriage. Anyway, just wanted to send you a message and ask if you'd ever be open to getting your eyes and ears on what I do, because I think it would be so much fun to do together. You guys, something like that. Okay? Ready, set, go. Aim for 3 if you can. We've got 10 minutes. Okay, everybody. I am screen sharing. Can you see this? My computer sure is being wonky. Can someone unmute and say yes if they can see this and hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't see it, your screen.
So bizarre. So there it was up on my screen and you guys couldn't see it. Let me try a different way. Very odd. What about now? Still no. Wow. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, here it comes. Not loading, is it? Is it? There we go. Okay. I wanted to show you this. We have a group of ladies who are committed to showing up for the rest of June with these things. So feel free to screenshot this, do what you want to do with it. I put this together based off of what I know I need to be doing right now in my business to grow my organization, okay? To find and develop leaders, to love on more people. And notice, first thing that I put up there, log my points in the virtual office. I hope you guys are doing that daily. It's so encouraging to do that in your notes section. And it's a place where you can stop and pray and thank God for your business every day. And next is those 3 business reach outs and opportunity call invites. We have those Sunday night calls, you guys. My huge excuse for not inviting to those calls has been, I'm in charge of that time. You guys, we have recordings and I could rewatch them and actually share the screen even with friends. Like we can find a way around this, right? Post products and stories, include video, include your face, post value on social media, expand your network, aim for 2 daily. And then 5 to 10 customer care convos daily if you didn't do what Bonnie says to do at the beginning of the month. I just wanted to share this really quick with you and wish you a wonderful night. Thank you so much. It was lovely to have some people stick around with me. Hey, if you still have time, set that timer and do some other things. We love you all. Thank you, Bonnie, for sharing. Great to see your faces. Hi, Rachel Carl. I can't wait to see so many of you this next 2 weeks, right? 14 days, 15 days. Who's coming? Roseanne, are you coming? Oh, Colleen, Bonnie, Kathy, are you coming? We will miss you guys so much. Reba, we will miss you. Tammy, did I just see you raise your hand? Oh, good. Yay. Not this Tammy, the other Tammy. Oh.
Oh.
Becky, are you coming? We gotta find a way. It's 2 weeks away. it's plenty of time to plan. Okay, guys, have a great night. Bye-bye. Keep showing up.